Okay, welcome back to the topics. We are going to cover the issue of
bottom up. Bottoms up, yeah.
Tax on cigarettes and alcohol is due to go up, isn't it?
It's gone up.
It's going up.
It's gone up. It has gone up. Yes.
Already, right?
Cigarettes have already increased, I think, by whatever price it was.
How much now?
Cigarettes now cost probably about 12 baht more per pack on the average.
Ooh.
Right? So that's like about a 12% increase.
But is that a lot for people who smoke? I mean,
okay, it depends on what the objective of this policy is. If this policy is to actually increase revenue for the tax, then it helps. It gives you more money. But if you're saying that this is to stop people from smoking, I don't think so. I think people will continue to smoke.
Because as I know, the government will earn only 10,000 million baht from this tax increase, so it's not a lot of money.
I'm not against the fact that I don't think they have increased any taxes for the last 3 years. So it's about time they actually increase this, But Jay, what do you think?
I think what does a packet of cigarettes cost now? 80 baht? 70
80,
baht?
90 baht.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Is that for all cigarettes or just imported
ones?
like a Marlboro?
Imported ones.
And how about the local brand?
Probably cheaper.
Yeah. You don't smoke the local ones?
No. So I am not aware of the prices of the local ones. But cigarettes, smoking is bad for your health. And whether they're imported or local, they are bad for your health.
Well, I mean, as a former smoker, I just think that it should be more expensive. Cigarettes should be more expensive because they are really terrible for you.
I think alcohol should be a lot more expensive. I'm glad that this new tax increase has not touched beer and wine yet, okay? Because it's already at the maximum rate. It has gone down to touch the lao khao, the whiskey, the local whiskey, because that's probably the most consumed alcohol by the Thai society.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I've seen people who are drunk as early as 9 o'clock in the morning because they're
probably drunk the night before.
Probably haven't yet. So I think increasing the price of alcohol is good, but if someone who wants to drink, he will find a way to drink. Perhaps he will get more money by stealing. I don't know. Will it increase?
Perhaps they will buy some illegal cigarette or illegal whiskey.
Yeah, I mean the tax
from the south.
Tax increase on a social development level. It's not going to stop. I mean, people aren't suddenly going to say, "Oh, I'm going to stop smoking," are they?
Never. And the research also find out that it cannot stop people, cannot change their behavior from the tax. People who smoke, people who drink, they prefer to drink.
If my cigarettes and alcohol is getting too expensive for me, I'm not going to stop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to buy a cheaper brand.
Find alternatives.
Yes.
You will find alternatives.
Well, an alternative would be a cheaper brand, which might be even worse for me.
Or buy from some illegal source.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that the cheaper brand might be of a lower quality.
Yes.
So in the long run, it's even worse.
It costs more to help them.
So then I'll become an even greater or even larger drag on social services and society, right?
And I think it's funny because in Thailand we become more or less the moralized society. So people who smoke, people who drink have some bad image. So it makes some sense for the government to adjust this policy on them. We never heard from people who smoke or who drink how they think about this policy.
Well, let's ask a smoker.
Yeah.
It's got no impact on me in my, on my personal capacity. I mean, it costs more, so I end up paying more.
Doesn't offend you that you have to pay an extra 12 baht a pack of cigarettes?
I'm not happy, but it doesn't kill me.
And you're not going to think, oh God, it's getting expensive.
No, I think a monetary incentive is or monetary disincentive is not the way to actually make someone stop consumption of cigarettes, for instance.
I think the policy was called from many civil society groups like the Foundation for Women, the Protection of Women Rights Foundation. They believe that this policy will not, for sure, that this policy cannot stop the behavior of people like you in in 40 or 30. But they hope this. Sorry, 20. But this could stop the entry of the newcomer in the circle of smoker or.
Could be a barrier.
That is the attitude on this issue. They hope to prevent new people young people from smoking, from drinking.
Okay, that I support, totally. I don't want to see young people growing up smoking or drinking. Definitely not drinking for sure, because when they drink and they drive,
So you'd
with
rather they
those-
were smokers
no,
than
no, no, no,
drinkers?
no, no. I mean, so when they, if they drink and they drive those cars which are so cheap now because of populist policies, they'll get into a lot of trouble. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, and the civil society group, they believe that the more people smoke or the more people drink, they are prone to be more violent.
I'm sure drinks make you a lot more violent,
Yes.
with bar fights, blah, blah, blah.
And
blah,
maybe
so
more
on and so forth.
promiscuous as well.
Perhaps that's why we had so many promiscuous people around, because alcohol was cheap. So maybe next year's survey, Thailand won't be on top. Let's go on to the next topic.
I'd be on fire.
Okay. Next topic. Very interesting. Social networks. Everyone's on Facebook. Everyone's playing with this stuff. But social networks actually is a level playing field. The level playing field meaning things can be bad and things can be good, both at the same time. So this case of an actress, what was her name? Ploy or something, right? There was a story on, I think, Instagram, where an event organizer company was complaining about the attitude of a particular actress who was not professional. No names were mentioned, but quickly following that story, this actress actually, started replying, and there was a whole series of stuff.
So Ploy accept it was her.
I guess she responded, but it opened another can of worms here, because what's happening on social network is a big can of worms. Have you watched the videos? Do you see her videos, or
Yes.
do you see her on news? Yes. So it's worse. So what's happening now is she would try to divert the topic away from her behavior and blamed it onto some issues about cheating, I guess.
Yes.
Right? And she's talked about, she was paid 150,000 baht, okay, for a 2-hour modeling assignment. 150,000 baht for a 2-hour modeling assignment, right? And she was complaining that she did not get the full amount. She said that she got 4,500 baht less.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah, she got 4,000.
That's harsh.
She got 3%.
That's harsh.
She got 3% less.
Yeah.
And that opened another can of worms. Ajahn, what happened with it?
Well, I think it speaks a lot about the tax system here, right? People try to find some illegal way out of the system.
Right.
And Nong
So,
Ploy is smart enough to mention it.
Yeah, she's not smart enough to mention it, you mean? Yeah, so what happened was, I think she actually got someone else to pick up the tax deduction. So apparently, instead of her being listed as the person who received the income, someone else was listed. A 77-year-old man was listed as the guy who got this income.
Yeah, the guy named Tawisak.
Yeah, and the guy was named Tawisak.
And the reporter asked Nong Ploy whether she knows Mr. Tawisak or not. Nong Ploy said, perhaps he could be my mother or some people in my company.
Okay, so this was a big can of worms. So now I think she's being investigated for potential tax issues.
And the director of the government already said that if Nong Ploy really say what she said, what she said, it is wrong. It is illegal. So she is in the problem now.
Well, she either did it or she didn't do it.
Well, she said she
And
did.
she went to a job, a
Yes.
modeling job, and she got paid 150 grand. And
there was
the
a
tax
deduction.
receipt is issued in someone else's name. Then it's black or white. It's not, I did it by accident.
She presented the check, and she presented the tax receipt as evidence that she was cheated. She said it was cheated. But in the end, that
But
evidence
actually, it was
turned out
someone,
it turned out the
someone
other way
else's
around.
name.
Yeah, the evidence
So
turned out the other way
no,
around.
we were all cheated then, right?
Apparently
We
so.
were cheated.
Yeah, so
John, we were cheated. We were cheated.
Exactly.
Because we're all taxpayers.
Exactly.
And, that whatever it was, an extra 5% that she would have had to pay. Whatever
And I
it
think
is.
people feel more uncomfortable about it when Nong Ploy posts her picture with the son of Somchai Nik Engtakul, right?
Who's that?
Who's that?
The husband of Thai movie star. I forgot his name already.
Okay.
Peck. I don't. Yeah. And he said, "Stop annoying me and my friend."
Oh.
So people think She
so
tried
she's
to
showing power.
exactly.
That's right.
Okay.
So that's again another bad thing to do. It's a
Yeah.
reflection of how people with connections or people who
That's-
know someone can actually escape certain things. So now that she's publicized all these things and
Yes.
it's on the social networks and spreading like wildfire, picked up by main media and us, I
Yes.
don't think she's gonna have a good time now
Yes,
with the
and
tax
Well,
department.
yeah. I mean, you can't really go and chase her down in the shopping mall and shout at her. You probably get shot. But people can anonymously criticize her online. So the point is that social networks.
Good and bad.
Well, we were talking about taxes actually, but yeah, social networks is a good
It
way
all
to
got-
reach
yeah,
out.
it all got blown
Yeah.
up on the social
Yeah.
network.
Yes. So well, if you become a public figure, you need to accept the cost, right? You want to be famous. You want to earn more money than ordinary people. You need to accept this life. You
Yes.
cannot complain.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I-
why
I-
you get paid 150 grand for 2 hours
You know, this,
modeling.
I think this further alienates the society. you know.
Exactly.
It further alienates the society. It shows the normal people, hey, some people are making a ridiculous amount of money. You know, some people watching the TV programs say, what? You make more than what I make in a year, for instance.
In a life.
In life? No, in a year, and you're doing that in 2 hours, and you're complaining, and then you've been cheating on taxes? Oh my God.
And then Nong Ploy said she know high-ranking people, so stop
Yeah, and
annoying
yeah,
me.
I know high-ranking people, so you know, don't come after me.
Yes. Don't
And that's
bother
even
me.
worse.
I'm not saying anything else then. She knows all these high-ranking people. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yep. We better stop here then.
Yeah, move on.
Well, we're out of time, so we hope you enjoyed our session today. So we'll catch you again next week. But don't forget, you can see us online at facebook.com/thetopics. So thank you very much to Achan Sirot for joining us today. I hope you had fun.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so we'll see you again next week. Thank you.
It's one life. Don't believe what they tell you. They try to sell you. When dreams died, plans fell through. They can never break your pride. It's time to regulate.